Hello everybody, it's Narrative Tarot. I'm here with a unboxing video. Actually, comment, like, subscribe to the channel. I do monthlies, they're all up. You can look at them. I'll link a few if you're interested. Gemini season videos up. I'm going to be doing more readings actually because I have a 4-day weekend, so I have more content to share. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, so there's gonna be a few videos coming out. So I'm unboxing 2 videos. I was gonna put it where you could just see my hands and we do it like that, but honestly, I don't edit my videos, and the way it would be set up would be kind of far away, I think. So, never mind. Alright. Ta-da! You saw the unboxing. So the 2 that I'm going to show are the Tarot de Toro and crystal reading cards. Now, I was trying to find the, I don't know if it was Everyday Witch. The one where the Ten of Swords is everything is fine and it's the girl on her phone or something like that. That's the deck I was trying to find at TJ Maxx, because I got this at TJ Maxx. It was $12.99 as opposed to like $20 for the deck or something like that. Like, this deck is normally $19.95. It was $12.99 at TJ Maxx. And if you're in my area, which is the East Coast, and I'm just trying to get my information, but the location I went to, they had this. They had the Modern Day Witch or Everyday Witch. I forgot the name of it, but it's like there's a black girl as the magician, and the Everything is Fine card, which is the Ten of Swords. They had that. They had the Jane Austen one, like the Jane Austen. Not it's not a tarot deck. I think it's like, well, I think if it is, it's like quotes on there instead. They had that there too. And I saw that deck and I didn't get it, and I came back and I've been going back like maybe I'll find it in the cut somewhere. And like I just have not been finding it. So, and I went to another location. Don't think don't think it's available anymore. But anyway, this is the crystal reading cards, or the healing oracle. There we go. This is the back. So, read back this unique set of 56 cards, all with exquisite photos. Always say. Of many of the world's most powerful crystals, which can be used as tools for transformation and healing. You can choose to use the cards and book together to gain energy from the crystals, which is something that I feel like you should be able to do. If you don't buy crystals, you can just use the cards. So you can do that, or you can choose to seek guidance and direction from the cards. More powerfully, you can use them for both. It's up to you. Your deepest questions will be answered with clarity as you open yourself to healing. So, got that. Now, you get this little book. Okay. So it looks like this. If you were expecting color pictures, you gotta wait. I had another deck. I think it was like the Healing Oracle or the Healing Crystals or something like that. And it was like roughly the same. Maybe it was a little bit more, but roughly the same amount of cards. You got the cards. You got a book. Now that book had color on there, if I'm not mistaken. And here, okay, so this is the table of contents right here. So layouts, I don't remember them having this. So they have the crystals, all the crystals right here, and then you have a keyword beside it, which is nice. So they do have a little bit of different ones than the other one that I had. I know Golden Healer was in there. They had Peridot, Lapis Lazuli. They had Obsidian. They had one that looked like a pebble. Actually, it looked like 3 pebbles stacked together. But this one seems like they have a pretty good mix. Like if you you know about crystals, you may see some of these that aren't there. And I have a book about crystals upstairs. It's about 200 pages or so, about crystals. So those, you'll find really interesting ones. It goes by color, like colors, Roy G. Biv, and you can do that. This is how that looks. Ancient Power, so it does introductions, doing readings, tuition, working with crystal divas. I don't know what that is. Look it up. And then some layouts. So that's nice. Shaman healing layout, holistic healing layout. That's nice. So it's alphabetical, A through Z. Yeah. It's an acknowledgement as well. It doesn't go to Z. It ends at Tiger's Eye. So it comes with the crystal color, related chakras, the medicine, the meaning, and then an oracle reading for it. So when you get your section, that's what it looks like. You see crystal color and stuff like that. I'll show you. And then it'll go like that. So it's roughly a page or so for each crystal, which was the same in my other deck. And I was so like, I don't really know about crystals and stuff like that. I have a few, but it's not like I'm mad about crystals. You know, I'm not wild about them or anything like that. They're just, you know, they're just there, and I know that they're really powerful. So this is the size of them. Bigger than the palm of my hand. And they just look like this. So. The reason I got this is because I'm going to be doing a new set of readings. And I wanted to show you guys. What it was. So this one has really interesting ones. I don't know what they're called, the ones that end in the ITE. I mean, I feel like it's a group of them. They're called something specific, but I've never heard of some of these. So this is a good deck if you are not a little bit more advanced, but I feel like if you're tired of learning about amethyst and citrine, obsidian, you want to get more into serpentine, or like, well, maybe that's not even in here, but you want to get into ones that maybe aren't talked about or discussed, or you would have to go to maybe a specialist. And this one is a master teacher card, as you can see right there. And I'm going through the whole deck just so like you can see, because you know sometimes if you're looking for a deck that has a specific crystal in it, you buy it and it's not there. You're like, shit, I bought this, spend money. To me, I don't mind the pictures of these. I actually prefer the pictures of the other ones because it was actually like just with a black background. I don't know, it made it seem a little more exquisite. This one I can tell is, I don't know. I feel like the tone of that one was more serious as this one. This one seems like, I don't know. Seems interesting. It's interesting. I like the size of it. I like the detail that they show. But I don't know. It's just something about taking pictures of crystals with just a black setting. It almost feels like the energy isn't obstructed by like special effects and stuff on the cards. You know, maybe more the raw. Nah, I like this one. Ooh, I like this one for real. Ooh, I'm gonna look this one up for myself. Opal. I'll just put it in the pile. But yeah, tie. I guess I'm more into crystals now because I feel like they can be more allies. As opposed to before, I was just kind of like, yeah, crystals. I guess people are talking about crystals, and I'll get crystals. And what are crystals? And now it's just like, all right, these have a real purpose. And I think what clicked in is when I was in my meditation group for Nada Yoga, and one of the ladies mentioned piezoelectricity, which is something that I learned in massage therapy about the spinal column. And it clicked in. I was like, oh, that's why they probably work for us. We're like brought together. Piezoelectricity. She mentioned that, and I was like, so then ever since then I was like, okay, well, I guess crystals is where I'm going to go. Not necessarily buying a whole bunch, because I know that whole process and system is actually not illegal, but it's actually quite devastating to some of the communities that face those bulldozers and those drills and stuff like that, or whatever is used to abstract. I kind of feel like things like this, you take one crystal, you take a bunch of pitches, you put it on a deck, and you can get the same thing, or you can call forth that energy from it. I think you can draw energy from the pictures, just like when you do with tarot. I feel like the energy and the spirit of it is there. So that is the crystal reading cards. And let's go to the second deck, which is the Tarot del Toro. So this one says, discover the hidden messages of tarot with this original deck inspired by the wondrous world of Guillermo del Toro. This deck, created under the supervision of the master filmmaker and designed and illustrated by Tomas Hijo, features sumptuous original artwork inspired by the themes, imagery, and characters of some of Del Toro's most popular films, including Pan's Labyrinth, Crimson Peak, and The Shape of Water. That's what this is. Damn, this box looks huge. Next to my... When it looks like that, it looks huge. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. Very nice. If you like the Deviant Moon, I kind of feel like you'll like this deck. I get a feeling you might like this deck if you like the Deviant Moon or any of the decks that are made by that creator. I forget what his name is, but if it's made by that creator. Now it comes with a book. Oh, this is nice. You might like it if you like the zombie tarot, but I feel like it's along the line of it's more along that line. It kind of feels like it's going to be a little bit mischievous. This is the book. I like this. I like the way this is set. The smell of decks, man, it's like so this is so precious. I do not like the construction of the book. If you can see all that like glue there, I don't like that. I feel like if I bend this back, the shit's done. That's this. I forget what his heritage is, but I feel like it draws a lot from that as well. It says, any legend, any creature, any symbol we ever stumble on already exists in the vast cosmic reservoir where archetypes wait, shapes looming outside our platonic cave. We naturally believe ourselves clever and wise, so advanced, and those who came before us so naive and simple, when all we truly do is echo the order of the universe as it guides us. The fall. I like that. So I feel like you're going to be put in your place. I kind of feel like this is, I don't want to say Salem witch trial, but it kind of feels like there's something like that. I was watching Smithsonian, and it was talking about, what was it, Inca? Like the sacrifices that they used to do. It kind of feels like that. Like there's some sort of reckoning or some sort of like Book of Revelation shit going on. That's what it feels like with this. And it has a foreword in here. You're not gonna read that, y'all. And then it has a section for the major arcana. Each one comes like this. It has color on it. I'm glad they didn't shy away from color. I know some artists don't like doing it in a book. I think they just don't want their artwork to be like fucking stolen. But it's like they bought the deck, girl. Like, they wanted to recreate everything they could. So each one comes with a page. So there's a nice description actually. It's like basically a page of description, and then it comes with a little quote at the end by I guess one of by a character or something like that that's in one of his creations. So the minor arcana don't get that so much. Now they do explain the system right here. Yeah, I don't like this book, homie. Like, there we go. Yeah, it's like, I don't like this book. This is a poorly constructed book. You know what they need to do? They need to make the books that flip around like this. With the spiral at the top, and they just flip it around. I know people would hate that because I feel like they would think the pages would fall apart. But like, when you can't open the book and you're struggling, like, I would take that over this any day. Suggestions. You can pay me later. So this is what the section looks about with the minor arcana. So you don't get as much detail. So if you're somebody that needed that, then, you know. So let's just describe one. King of Discs, burning rock, coal, shiny metals, financial wealth and power. When inverted, it can imply greed and materialism. The card is illustrated with a golden army soldier from Hellboy 2. So I guess they were using characters that he put in there, or he for like movies and stuff like that he was a part of in some way. So yeah. All right. Cool. Hold on for a second. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's run through this because this video is already like 17 minutes. Here we go. It's Ace Discs. I like the inside of this box. Let's just go ahead and say that. I like it. It's a little box like this. It's not one of them big ass boxes like the Wild Unknown, which I like because I like putting the deck in boxes, but you know, it's because it came with a bigger guidebook and stuff like that. Oh, these are the backs. I know people like seeing that. This is the back. This is it. This is like the card of the box, and it looks like the book. All right. So this is okay. So if you like pip style, I guess, decks, then this is what this is. So for some people, this may not be interesting. I'm gonna be real. And I kind of thought that it would be, I should have watched a review myself. Was going to be more illustrated like Rider-Waite. But this is interesting. I think they could have done more in terms of not just design, but because you're basing it off of like, I guess, his actual work, I think doing that route, and not necessarily, you didn't have to do Rider-Waite Smith, but I do think that like doing it like that, where you put it in a scene of one of his movies, or like an art style, or used a character with more than just these, right? It would have been good. It would have been cool. I like it. It's kind of bare. It's not overly done like Marseille. Well, I won't say overly done like Marseille. It's plain. But I kind of do feel like these would do better if it was a decorated background. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if this was like a red background. Let me go back. Even if this was like a red background or a black background. You know? Because they put so much work into these. The other ones kind of feel very plain in comparison. like really nice concepts. I like the concept of them, but I do think it would just do better with a red or black background or even a gold background. I just feel like it's too plain. The good thing about this is, as far as the front of the deck goes, it's reversible. I know people get, you know, it's not reversible, the back is not reversible. I know people act like they say that. I like it. The good thing about it being so, I won't say plain, but so unobstructed. I mean, there are like little details like the leaves and stuff like that, but you won't really get confused at what kind of card it is. And then you also have the numbers on it as well. But if you don't know Roman numerals, then I guess you're fucked as well. So, just saying. Mm-mm. This is going into the major arcana now. Now this one seems like it takes a little bit from, well, yeah, Marseille. So, and I'm going to read again. Did it say Marseille style? No, it didn't. But I guess if you were looking at this, you could probably tell. You never really know unless you see them. But yeah. Okay. They did it where it was like before. Okay. This is more approachable than I think people would give it credit for. And I know sometimes, some Marseilles, I don't think they put death card, they just leave it like this. So that's what they did. And they're doing it where they put the 4 instead of making it what? I was going to say XIV. No, this is an interesting tower card because it's like on somebody's head. Yeah. Now, I don't know why for the major arcana it was like some of them had like, I don't know why they put these here. Some of them had these little markers down here or little lines down here, and then some didn't. I'm trying to figure out what the significance of that is, or where, I don't know. But I think this is more like woodcut style or something like that. I liked it. Slightly underwhelms. Slightly. But I do think if you like the Deviant Moon, and you might like this a little bit as well. But be prepared for it to be turned from this to more pip-ish type stuff. It's roughly the size It's a little bit over my palm and then one portion of my phalanges. So that's what it looks like. It's the standard tarot, maybe a little bit narrower. Yeah, maybe a little bit narrower, but that's what it looks like in comparison to these. It looks like, right? A little bit taller, narrower, as you can see. But yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm excited to work with them. I'm a little disappointed, and that it took the more pick-ish kind of turn, just because I think that with all the detail that you put in these, I think that some could have been put into these as well. But you know, and I would like to see these as larger cards. These, I wouldn't mind looking at these on their own as a deck. Or they can do like the shadow version or a different version of these. I feel like this can go in a lot of different directions as far as the artwork, you know? Where some of the cards, some people make decks that are like the naughty version or the shadow version. I know there's a deck that does the light and shadow and is in the same deck actually. Well, there's two different decks in the same box, but it's like the shadow version of the card and like the upright, so to speak, version of the card, the light version of the card. So that is my walkthrough. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Those are my preliminary thoughts on it. I've been waiting for a while for this. Not that I ordered it, but that I've been like looking at it in Barnes & Noble and then walk away, and I look at it again in Barnes & Noble and then I walk away. And I was just like, do I want it? Like, something pulled me in about it. I won't deny. But I think that, like, I don't know if I'm going to be, like, interested in using, like, the minors. I feel like I'll be interested in looking at the majors only. And I don't want to, like, just do that. But that's what it seems like. I feel like I'm more pulled to the majors than the minors. And I would love to actually just have, like, the majors. So if they ever make a majors only, I probably would get that and sell this, just for my preliminary thoughts. The crystal reading cards, I'm going to see how I like them. You probably will see them in the next few videos, because I'll be doing crystal readings for planets. So we're going to pull a card and do some other stuff. And it should be like little short videos, like 5-7 minutes. So I'm going to be most likely using these and not my book for crystals, and we'll see how it goes. So thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe again if you're interested, and I'll see you guys in the next tarot related video. Yeah, so see you then. Bye.